I'm Kim.
I'm Brad.
We're 6260 Ohana, California, and today we're going to talk to you about Universal Studios Express Pass and is it really worth it, especially at Universal Studios Hollywood when the capacity is only 25%.
And our answer might actually really surprise you of what it is. So to explain our background on this is that we are Platinum season pass holders with Universal, which has the Express Pass, which is the lower version, which gives you one Express Pass per ride per day.
So there's two versions of the Express Pass. There's an unlimited Express Pass, which you can go on every ride, front of the line, as many times as you want.
And that one is the top expensive one to be aware of.
And the other one is front of the line once per day per ride or show.
So how do you add this to your ticket? Well, one is you could add it when you buy your tickets online. And be aware right now, buying your tickets online, you must be a California resident.
And you can still now buy your tickets in person at the ticket booths if you're out of state and vaccinated and over 16 years old.
And you can add it on at that time and buy the full, what one you would like at that time.
So
the other way to buy it is if you already bought your tickets, you made your plans for Universal, and like, you know what, I might want this, is that you can go, there's several spots, there's guest relations, and also different areas through the park that
different stores, like the Jurassic Park had the option to, and some of the...
And they actually had stands out that have people out there saying, hey, would you like to buy this pass?
So our day, if you wanted to upgrade from your base ticket, it was $60 to $90.
So the $60 was for one time each time to go through, and then the $90 one for that day per person would have been for unlimited.
And then sometimes I've heard anything up to $110 to $170, so it can get a little pricey.
So let's get into it. Do we think it's worth it? Well, this is an interesting question, especially with capacity at 25%.
Okay, so first thing in the morning we went in and we're always able to kind of get in rides,
No problem.
Yeah, it was easy, maybe 5 to 15 minute waits.
And that's one thing that's tips. If you do want to know, here are our tips and tricks, please look down below for our video that we did on tips and tricks at Universal Hollywood.
So a lot of times you could get a lot done in that first hour. So in that first hour, if you get some of the bigger rides out of the way, we're talking Revenge of the Mummy, maybe Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey, maybe Secret Life of Pets Off Leash, and let's see, what else?
You got a ton of them that you could go to. Pick your favorite ride you want to go to and get there.
Jurassic World.
Yeah. So that first hour I would call the golden hour.
After that, if you are going to get Express Pass, I would, a lot of times, like the other day with ours, we went on the Revenge of the Mummy, and it was a 5-minute wait. Well, that's not going to be worth our time to use the Express Pass. So we rode it once, and then later in the day when the wait went up to, I think it was like 70 to 80 minutes, and then that was our first week that we went to Universal. The second week, it was over 100 minutes. So those would have been the better time to use your Universal Express Pass.
And then also the studio tour was up to 80 to 100 minutes as well.
It's not worth waiting in line
and
that long.
Remember, we're still talking 25% capacity.
And the reason why this is happening is because they're not filling every row of the vehicle.
Yep.
That's the social distance.
And then again, also, if somebody takes their mask off on the ride, they have to take that vehicle out of service for one round.
So there was other rides throughout the day. Like eventually we started to see like the Simpsons ride got up to over 100 minutes. Minions Mayhem was over 100 minutes. I don't know exactly what the wait time was for the Secret Life of Pets Off Leash. And the reason they do that is because you just join a virtual queue, kind of like what Disney is doing with Rise of the Resistance. It just tells you to when you can return and get back into line. And then once you get back, you still have to wait in a whole long line.
And there's also team members out there that will also let you know how long the wait is and everything else as well. So the virtual, every time we used our Express Pass, we got right up to the front.
Yeah, it was only a few minutes, except for Secret Life of Pets Off Leash. It like puts you in the middle of the line.
Yeah, which is good because to see everything in Secret Life of Pets, you kind of have those sets and it's kind of neat to go through.
Yeah, but I kind of wish it was more towards the vehicle rides. But that's the only one that's kind of a little iffy on it.
Unlike the Mummy, Transformers, they almost put you right at where you get into the right vehicles.
And even you save a ton of time on Minions Mayhem.
Yep.
Jurassic World, you got right on. That was at 80 plus to 120 minutes I saw one time. So those rides are really adding up. If you're waiting for an hour plus for all these rides,
It would be difficult in the shortened days when they're open on weekdays till 6 o'clock to maybe get it all in.
So those might be a definite day to do those. Or if you get to the park later and you're realizing you're cramped for time and those wait times are already up there.
Yeah. Truthfully, would we recommend it if you're going there? It's the only time you're going to go there for one day? Maybe. I would think I guess we have season passes that we can go back, but it's attached to ours, and we really found it convenient, easy to get through everything we wanted to get through.
So if you're an annual pass holder, you may not want to do the express pass if you're coming back frequently. If this is your once in a month or 6 months, or the one time you're going, whatnot, then yeah, it might really be worth it to be able to experience everything.
So definitely check it out if you're worried about trying to get on rides and you're seeing those wait times creep up, because really, even with the 25% capacity, Kim and I both felt like it was a busy day at the park.
Yeah, to us, these 2 weeks, and we went a week apart, both times we felt, at least after 10 o'clock, it felt like the busiest high capacity wait times of previous holiday summers. Think along the lines of holiday weekends, Memorial Days, Saturdays, things like that. That was the kind of crowd you're expecting.
And then also know is those wait times are very estimated. They do not have the tracking like they've had in the past, so they're just really guessing. When we were in line for Minions, when we thought it was only going to be about a 10-15 minute wait, we ended up waiting at 60 minutes. As the capacity kept growing and lines growing, they just couldn't keep up.
So after that, we did wait the hour, but then we were able to go back later with our express pass.
So, is it worth it? Yes.
Yes.
I would say if I had somebody from out of town or visiting us, say, yeah, let's get that on your pass, and so you can go with us, and we can get to the park and be happy and get on rides and not having to be standing in lines all day. So with that, I think it's time for us to say goodbye and
find your magic. Bye, everyone.